And here is the quick external audit of what's online about your business. And let's go ahead and flip over to the screen share. There we go. Okay, so this is the information I gathered from your Facebook page, and that's some of the other additional stuff you sent me on the services that you guys provide. So if we go to first off Facebook and o8o Studio, it's just kind of like, you know, initial, you've got a good image up here. You guys do metal fabrication, and that comes across that you guys are working with metal in this image. So good stuff there. Nice looking brand logo. You've got 70 likes, so you want to increase your likes. To do that, get all of your employees to, you know, invite all their friends to like the business page. And what kind of reviews do you have? You want to look at this initially from the perspective of a potential customer that's, you know, looking at you, evaluating you. So no reviews. Go ahead and send out an email or text some good customers of yours and request that they leave you a review. It helps if they actually put in the services you provide, those keywords, without being artificial, without sounding robotic or whatever. Put in that, you know, they help me with metal fabrication, or they help me with my design project. All those services that you provide. 4 days price. Quit the shop. We are a well-equipped shop with the resources and talent to create anything. You know, get more specific than anything. Just when you try to appeal to everyone, you apply to no one. So, you know, if you want to leave that tagline, then below say, you know, we have experience in the following projects, and list out so that people get ideas. I mean, from your images, you've got like gate work and awnings and those sort of projects. So if you list that out, that gives people an idea of, you know, yes, this is similar to what we're looking for, or no, this is not what we're looking for. And getting those words on there. So you've got awesome work. This is great that you're posting these images on Facebook, because you have a very visual, very interesting, you know, business. The visuals are very interesting is what I'm trying to say, especially like that. You know, think about doing video on your iPhone, because you know, the show how it's made, where it's just nonstop, like showing people. Does that turn off the notification? I think that turns off the notifications. Showing those industrial warehouses and manufacturing lines and all that. It seems to me like you guys would have endless content on that. So the slideshow video is good, but if you could actually, you know, show real video, I think that'd go even further. And, you know, this is awesome. Just getting those visuals out there. Okay. So anyway, Facebook, you're off to a great start here. Just increase those likes, get reviews, continue to put images and photos in here. You really want to find what works for you as a business to generate content and get it published, and just make it kind of part of the process. That way, when, you know, things get busy around the office, then it continues to go out there. So first thing we want to do is go out to Google and take a look for your brand search. And this is by far the most important thing you want to capture initially, because that means your brand search is someone searching for you by name. That means you've done something, you've gone somewhere, you've gotten in front of people somehow, whether that be providing, you know, work for them in the past, or someone mentioning you. Somehow you've gotten on their radar and you don't want to lose those people. So excellent that your your .com shows up first. You've got this knowledge panel over here, which is driven by your Google My Business profile, and it appears like you have claimed it because it doesn't say, are you the owner of this business? So take a quick look at your photos. Again, this is like, top of sales funnel. This is someone looking at you. So this main photo, I don't think that's the exterior of y'all's business, that EMI thing. This looks like the exterior of your business. So, and this is January 2018. Excellent. You've got fresh photos out there. This is great because it shows people that are coming to you what to look for. And you've got your logo out there. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you got like 4 or 5 photos. So putting up more photos. Okay, that's from that one right there is being generated from the car, from the Google Maps car. I encourage you to add more photos to your Google My Business. Add photos that you've got the street view out there. GMB is Google My Business, by the way. Add photos. Okay, and if you go into that Google My Business, you can tag stuff as interior and exterior photos and team members and all that, and just populate all that stuff out. The more the better, especially like the exterior stuff. You've got those exterior photos of people looking for your building, but get some pictures of like the lobby or whatever office that people walk into, or even the floor where y'all are doing the work. Just you want to like convey what it's like to visit you guys and kind of introduce yourself, right? Make sure these hours of operation are correct on your Google My Business and your Facebook and your website. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on your website because you and I spoke, and the current site is not what you'll have going forward. So I don't want to spend too much time talking about that. Look, I'm looking for your hours of operation here to see if they match up with your Google My Business. Looks like you don't have them listed. So maybe increase Facebook likes, Facebook hours operation. Add those on Facebook. Make sure that's right. And then on top of this, you can see here, it says President's Day. So any kind of like bank holidays and that kind of thing, Google is going to prompt you. If you go into Google My Business and you mark regular hours on these President's Day and Easter and Christmas and all that stuff, if you mark it and say either, yes or no, you're open or closed, then it'll remove this. Hours might differ. And for your business, probably not as big of an impact as it would be to, say, a restaurant that, people who have doubt of whether it's open or not, like, wouldn't drive over there. But at the same time, it's just, if you know ahead of time you're going to be closed on these days, go ahead and pop in there and update them so that it gives you more activity on Google My Business's platform, and they see that as you being an attentive business owner. You've got 2 reviews. You've got three stars. So go ahead and send messages out, get reviews on Google My Business. Those, first just reach out to the people, you already have good relationships with, text them, hey, give me, it'd really mean a lot if you could leave a quick review. And keep an eye on this stuff, because people can add photos, and it's a great place for mean people to troll you. But at the same time, it's also a great sales tool. So come out here, add photos of the work you've done, not just the exterior building, showcase your stuff over here on your website. Your Google's already identifying your root domain, o8o, with your studio. That's great. And then just looking at the next search results, metal worker and welder. Oh, metal fabricator. Okay. That's your primary Google. Depending on your competition and who you're missing out on, or when we start searching for your services, where you are in relation to the map results, we might need to look at different categories, because this is your main one, but then there's also some subcategories that you can list as well, and that is very regional on what search terms results turn a show a map result in there or not. I'm kind of jumping ahead. We'll get to that. So back to your search results, people searching for your brand. This is great because I'm actually located in Memphis, Tennessee, and not even putting Tampa in there. You are a Tampa based business, so you've got your brand even out in Memphis, Tennessee, which is excellent. Because a lot of businesses would have to put that city on the end to get it, but you've already got recognized as a brand. Great job there. Now, looking at what's coming after your main domain, you've got a LinkedIn page. Excellent. That's a great indicator. Now you've got some, like, those are capital O's or zeros. So making sure that your branding's consistent. That might be difficult. Up here you've got your first O capitalized. That could be challenging just because of people's default settings, but you want to keep that consistent where you can. You've got yellow pages, super pages. I'm guessing you've run something in the past or currently running something like Yext or some kind of citation creation. Okay, cool. You've got an Instagram here. And oh wow. I'm live right now, and that's on the third page. this video that I'm filming right now. Interesting that pops up there that quickly. Okay. So as long as your name, address, and phone number is consistent on all this stuff, then this is great background for you. Back citation, business citations, and that just means name, address, phone, and sometimes a website. Okay, this is not your Instagram account. 080.studio, or is that o8o? Okay, so you want to make sure that, I think you have a Instagram account. I think I looked it up after yeah, there you go, Rob Bell. All right, you've got the you got the underscore here. So when you do your website, you really want, all right, so beefing up your followers here. And is that the right? I don't think that's the right website address for you. No, it is. Do you have 2 domains? No, I guess not. Okay. I was thinking you had studio in there. All right. So in your next version of a website, you want to make sure that you tie your Instagram account to your domain, so Google recognizes them as linked, because that other Instagram account is beating you right now for your own brand. So Instagram, get followers and connect the account to your brand in The eyes of Google. That just means, you know, give Google the signals that your Instagram account is linked to your domain. All right. You can increase the followers there. I don't know how many followers they had. If we're even, let's go back. They only have 500 followers. We'll see when the last post was by them. If this isn't an active account, January 18th. Okay, so it is kind of active, but o8o or o8o.studio. Okay, you just if you just do some good on-page SEO, on-domain SEO, linking that Instagram account, you should beat them for people searching for your brand. All right, so you've got your address. Let's go ahead and run a Moz local test on here to see how it looks. This has a drop down usually. And this can take a minute here. There we go. Okay. Verified. Excellent. Let's see how you're scoring on the Moz local. All right. So this is a great place to start. Copy. Moz local. That is showing that this is under $100 a year. Recommend you go ahead and do that. Make sure all this information's accurate. 2804 North 36, 2804 North 36. Okay, and then you got 813. 419 4. Okay, you've got a different phone number on your Facebook as from here. So more detailed. Okay, this is pulling from Google, and it's not connecting your Facebook or any of these others. If you're on Yelp, all right, yeah. The good news is you can get a very big bump from this. And so anyway, definitely want to do Moz local there. And make sure whatever you put into Moz local is your what you're going to use everywhere. So if this isn't the right phone number, or this isn't the right address, or this isn't the right domain, you want to decide on that. Like with the www or the non-W's, you know, make those decisions. You got W's there. Okay. And let's go back to the front page here. Oh, LinkedIn. Let's take a look at your LinkedIn. All right. Excellent. You already have 22 employees. That's good. And you've got okay. So that was a client's building or a project building that's showing up in your Google Maps result or your Google My Business knowledge panel. Got your history here. Phone number 242. Copy. Okay. Yeah, so LinkedIn has this 0971, 0971, 242. Okay, so that's seeing like Moz Local. Let's try Moz Local again, but use that other address. Or use that other phone number. There were some more that it showed as possibilities. What was that? 33605. All right, show more results. So we want to pick the one with the right phone number, which is 2420971. 242. Okay, let's go with this one. Moz Local will do a lot of the cleanup on this, which it looks like there's a lot of cleanup to do. Okay, so now that we use the correct use the correct phone number, we got a better score, which is good. All right, so now yeah, it's checking more. So you've got 19% inconsistent, 5% incomplete on that Google super pages. Oh, excuse me. And you've got factual. What you want to do is you want to get as high as possible on these as you can. This Foursquare, you ask, Foursquare is old. Nobody uses Foursquare. Well, it's still one of those things down there that other websites use, and one of those underlying directories that we as users don't directly go to, but other websites do pull for as evidence that you are who you say you are, and that's a lot of local SEO. We're looking for evidence that you are who you say you are. So this isn't even tying your Facebook with your Google listing, and Foursquare, you may or may not have one there. Info group, localese, these are all places we need to make sure that your information is accurate. I'm guessing you have a Yelp page, but the fact that it's not linking them together, can be solved with a good website marked up correctly for what it is that you want people to find. So here is telling you more detailed, like what's missing from these different places on super pages. You can add more categories for that's Hurricane Simulator. You've got something about that on your website. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But all right, so that shows you an area right there where you can really help your local search optimization. Let's go back to our search results, and you got Facebook and all that. It's great that you've got the top page when you're searching for your brand. So now let's take a look at your services. Let's start with metal fabrication, since you've got that as, or let's just look, metal fabricator, copy, Tampa. All right. So these, all right. So you already got someone running paid ads. This Walker Stamping this is a Google paid, so they're doing paid on this particular search term, metal fabricator Tampa. Since they're the only ones running it, then they're not having to pay a lot for it. These these top three here, they have done a better job of proving to Google that they're the best place for people to go that are looking for this particular search term. That's how they got these spots. I mean, this top one has 1 review, 4 reviews, 2 reviews. So that's something, you know, that is easily achievable to at least get as many, if not more, reviews than they have. Let's click on more places and see where you guys are popping up. I'm just scrolling down now. All right, I don't see on that first page of results. And I don't see on the second page. So you know, got some work to do on showing Google, connecting the dots for Google. These people, Tampa, sheet metal, are these the same? I'm looking at this bottom corner here at what these links are. This is Metal Craft Services. This is QMF Group. And this is Tampa Sheet Metal, which happens to be the top organic. So TampaSheetMetal.com has got the top spot for metal fabrication Tampa. Best 10 metal fabricators. Let's see if you guys are in there. Metal Craft Services, Arrow, Quality, Metal Fabricators, Tampa Steel. You don't have to be in the top ones here to get into the map, but you know, this is just kind of a good indicator of where Google's ranking these particular businesses for that term. Let's see. We haven't looked at your Yelp page yet. Madison Metal Super Makers, Tampa Sheet Metal. All right, so you're not on this first page of metal fabricators in the Tampa area on Yelp. And there's the second page. You're not there either. Let's look for you by name, see what your Yelp page looks like. And I don't see your... All right, looks like you don't have a Yelp page, so you want to go ahead and grab a Yelp page. You want to add all the, add photos, fill out all the fields being like, description, short history, hours of operation, name, address, phone number. Make sure that name, address, phone number is all consistent with whatever the final decision is on name, address, phone number for your Moz setup. Let's go ahead and close this. Metal fabricator. So you're kind of seeing how I'm looking at the competition and stuff. Metal fabricator for all these primary, their primary Google My Business categories. You can see that just below the name to the right of the reviews. Let's take a look at another search term, and then I'll try to wrap this up. Powder coating came up in our conversation. Let's take a look at what we see for powder coating Tampa. Okay, so now there is a powder coating service Google My Business category. So that's a good indicator. You probably want to put that as a secondary category on your Google My Business. We can do some competitive analysis on the competition to find out where the best, what categories are best for you to list in your primary and your secondary ones. Again, let's take a look at more results, see where you guys are coming in. Okay, you're not in the first page here either, but it only goes to one page. Metal fabrication went to 2 pages, so it could be that you can pop up there on powder coating easier. On-site welding, custom graphics. Now, terms like graphic designer, that's probably, well, let's just bring it up. Freelance graphic designer, creative. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. All right, so with a term like graphic designer, you're kind of competing, or not kind of, you are competing with graphic designers and the advertising agencies. So it might be a little more challenging getting, to the top of graphic design, because most people are probably looking for like some kind of marketing agency when they look for that search term. And so if they see that you're, metal fabrication and that kind of thing, then probably not going to have the best click-through rate. So keep that in mind when you're doing your website, that you probably, if you're going for a graphic designer in Tampa, then you'd want to like have a page like devoted to those services that you provide, and maybe not confuse Google with metal fabrication, powder coating, and water jet cutting, and all that, like work, all those things that go along with working with metal and custom metal work. Because it'll just, it could potentially confuse Google, and they won't know whether you're a marketing company or you're cutting steel inside of a building like you really are. So anyway, let me kind of wrap this up, because I don't even know where I'm at time wise, and I was trying to keep this kind of short. What you need to do is you want to determine your name, address, phone, and website, and run Moz local. Once you decide your name, address, phone, and website, optimize all your social accounts, that being Facebook. Let's start with the most important, Google My Business, because that's what's driving you in those map results, or not driving you at the moment, but let's get you optimized there. Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, and then there's some regional directories. If I could spell regional, but we can look at that. After you do your Moz local, and and your hours of operation. You really want to get reviews on all the review places. Google My Business first, and add photos everywhere. That's like all those platforms and stuff. Now your website needs to send strong Tampa location signals to get you in the map search results. All right, so I'll stop it here because I'm not sure how long I went. I was going for 10 minutes, but when I saw it on the screen, I was already at 12. So Rob, give us a watch. You can watch it on double time because it's on YouTube. If it drags or time and a half or whatever, if you have any questions, let me know. And I'm going to send you a link to this video and a link to my notes. So we can circle back and find out what areas you're wanting some help in, or wanting some training, or wanting it just done for you. Then we can go from there. So, all right. Thanks a lot.